Gainsborough? Ah, there you are. While you're out, would you pick up some eggs?
I don't think they got those at the hospital.
Well, no, they wouldn't. None you'd want in a salad anyway. But on the way back.
How can you be so calloused? Thinking of salad while our friend lies this close to death.
It was going to be omelettes, actually. But anyway, he's got kidney stones. He's just making a fuss for attention.
Oh, is that all? I got stem. No big deal.
You've got kidneys?
Yeah, stone ones.
Right.
Still, can't be good mixing rock and flesh. Remember when I had meat balls? Made a right mess of my pants.
What?
The missus weren't happy. Said she didn't see how I could perform without them.
What?
The kiddies were disappointed.
Oh, no, wait.
But how's a clan supposed to work on an empty stomach with tomato sauce on his big baggy trousers?
Oh, meatballs.
Yeah. I missed the feeling, you know?
Being a clown?
No, the meatballs. They were warm.
Good time, Unu days were mead. Welcome one and all to the party that can never end at the precipice that was badly planned in the fortress that we all call Mirrorgleam. And it's a doozy of an episode that we've got for you today, with our first mission being to clean up the messes we left for ourselves last episode. The majority of our dwarves probably aren't having too bad a time of being locked in the chunky chunder chocolate mousse, but our count at least will start getting testy if we don't get him back to asking for more bolts to be made for the crossbows we don't have. Not only that, but we've 2 dwarves not currently in here, and for them at least we should probably get a shift on and start digging. And after a small period of me forgetting to unburrow the dwarves, we get to watch a small handful of miners take it in turns digging their way to freedom. It's like leapfrog, but with pickaxes. With the penultimate block broken, the miner utilizes their ability to turn relative to the Z-axis and trots through the seemingly non-existent gap between 2 diagonally touching walls. Thus begins the flood out of the acid burp banoffee pie, and one at least of our tasks is now complete. Oh, and the poor Rimtar has made his way to the tavern. Half-starved and dry as a bone. No, I not though. I do hope she's okay. Not enough to check. Well, we've had nobody find her desiccated remains, so I'm sure she's fine. What isn't fine is this gaping hole where my reservoir bottom should be. Nobody needs a fortress-sized colander. So, here we go fixing that. Now, yes, it's only floors, and so we'll need to build up from below to get a full block beneath the water. Don't want stray objects from above smashing holes in our reservoir again now, do we? But for now, at least, this'll stop giant cave swallows from rampaging through the fort. Thankfully, troglodytes have yet to embrace their ownership of opposable thumbs, and as such, have not invented grappling hooks or ladders. Well, it's been a long time coming, but finally, the creature I created to help elderly women discover video games from their youth, Unu Momento Go, has come. And all that time being essentially tech support for the aged seems to have driven it quite mad. Already it's torn through the few denizens of the caverns it could find in this short time and shows no sign of stopping. Here's the picture I drew of it again. It was made of pure coal, but many years of stomping and frustration seems to have turned its feet into diamonds. I probably should have paid it. Ah well. Now, before Unu interrupted us, I was about to show you this. At the top of the Mirror of Destiny in our previous
Big circle.
is the lip of the hole. This space used to be occupied by an earthen plug before Einod cut it clear and sent it tumbling. The issue with that is that since the Mirror of Destiny is rather a cold place, and as we all know, access to the sun in a cold place causes the instant freezing of water, our plan for a reservoir is hampered somewhat by the fact we can't fill the dang thing. Not only that, but unless what we were making was a massive skating rink... Actually, no, focus, Flemothy. We need to replug the hole. To that end, I am getting our dwarves to create a scaffolding of flooring in a shape best suited to plug the most space with the least flaw. I'm no mathematician, so there will be gaps. Here, and here. But this should do. Sadly, we of course cannot just use floors. As we are all aware, dwarves make light permeable floors so as not to hide the rock beneath their feet. Or it's a bug. Who knows? And we're following Adil, one of our original 7 dwarves who has gone into a strange mood. Despite putting in the weapons crafting guild last episode, he still happens to be a grandmaster weaver, so we shall of course be getting another clothing related artifact. Now, despite everything I said last episode, I am actually feeling pretty zen about this. Mirrorgleam was created with the express purpose of being a place to lie low for our milkmen, so it follows that the best thing for us is that we don't cause too much noise or notice, lest their past rear its ugly head. Should really have rethought their backstories, but we are where we are. Let's give Adil a moment. And he has created a sheep wool cloak named Mo Tegan. Strange gifted. It's a rather rudimentary item despite the detail work with quartz, glass, limestone and iron. No big dedications or immortalizations. Well, unless you count the pear-cut gem patch he's added to it, which I don't. A dull, boring artifact from the fort's most dull and boring dwarf. Or so it may seem. Secretly, this is of course part of his crime-fighting attire. By day, he's grumpy-mannered Adil Glazeposts. But by night, he stalks the darkened halls, looking for miscreants as the winged Wambler. I bloody wish. Thank you for the new bedsheet, Adil. Good me, things are quiet with those 2 gone. I can almost hear myself think. Hello, Gainsborough.
Hello, Mr. Crevice. Just calling because I can't remember what colour you said you needed.
Colour?
Yes, there are loads.
Well, I don't know. Brown, I guess? Look, it doesn't matter. Just buy the cheapest dozen they've got of any colour.
That would be the matte white decorator's interior.
The what?
I know you said eggshell, but that's an extra 4 bob a can. Though they do got it in brown.
Paint! You're talking about paint!
Well, yeah.
I asked for eggs!
Oh, sorry, Mr. C. I got confused what we're talking about salads.
What?
I'll go get them after. So, how much paint should I get?
Get a couple tins of the matte white. Hello, Melbill. fine day for it, is it not? No. What's this? Domas has named his shield Uzan Oran, the Allegiance of Roaring. Another Armor Inc.'s family heirloom, and yes, that is his wife's family name again. Still adorable, but back to Melville. She's going to be able to show off the little corridor we cut out to allow our dwarves to pass into the bedrooms from the turtle. Eventually. Ah, there she goes, and into Urist's office. Right, let's just... Oh, no, come on! We continue to impress, and she now comes empowered to elevate this land in the eyes of the realm. Oh, for me's sake, this means a duchy! We've only just got used to Urist being a count, and now he's going to be a duke. Ah, we'll have to widen all the doors. On to trade requests, and we're asking for wood because with Unu in the caverns we may have lost access to the wood down there. And Canyon Humor want meat. Well, seeing as we frequently have to throw out our rotten sheep bits, something tells me this shan't be difficult for us to do. Thank you so very much for the new headache, Melville. Perhaps next year you could refrain from making Urist king of the bloody Geschadsting Ball. The Halloween mask I made that Snodford said I couldn't wear for fear of scarring the neighbourhood children, Beast Cog has come. 2 already? I knew digging into the caverns would be a good idea. Oh, and it's doing its part to rid said caverns of any and all signs of life, so, oh hello Unu, it's dead. And despite feeling hopeless after suffering a major injury, Unu continues on. Many more tiny creatures to squash, I suppose. At least Cog made a good showing. Them right there are some pretty battered legs. And now to the actual trading. This would be the first since the update reducing prepared meals value. As you know, the dwarves of the Geschadsting Ball call their money Fathkal, which literally just means food, or meals. Does this mean we'll need to change that? Well, no. Yes, the prices we get for prepared meal barrels are significantly reduced, but barring cut gems, they're still the most valuable things we can easily make in bulk. Before the change, we could buy out every caravan if we wanted, but never did. Now we won't be able to, but can still afford all the things we do actually need, so... Great change, 10 out of 10, no complaints. And as I said, cut gems are still worth a fortune and we literally pull them out of the ground for free, so economy be damned, I suppose. And we're following Urist, our duke now. A very far cry from the confidence trickster of Canyon Humor's seedier taverns. Urist has jumped enthusiastically into his new rank of nobility. Whinging now about needing a grand dining room, which is why we caught him engraving in there. Why make a new room if we can scrape by prettifying the one he's already got? We've been keeping him happy by meeting his mandates at least. I know I keep whinging about it, but bone bolts aren't hard to make with all the reindeer we slaughter, and 2 limestone statues every couple of months isn't so bad either. Especially when we need to put something in his throne room. Or, well, just a room at the moment, as we've yet to discover a material worthy of a duke's bottom. But yes, with bolts and statues as mandates, bolts and statues are what he prohibits us from trading. And who on my dimension of destiny would use those as trade goods? No, All in all, I think we're happy with the Duke we've got, even if he's claimed 2 bedrooms. Well, this is horrifying. We're following Unu again for a moment, as it's just finishing up another rampage. And I wanted to show you what I'm calling the calamitous cavern creature culling. Look at all this unaliving. Troglodytes, cave crocodiles, helmet snakes, cave toads, giant spiders, blind swallows. There is nothing that creeps, crawls, or cries in these caverns that Unu won't stamp to a paste. Oh, and here he goes again. We need to get down here to sort out the underside of the reservoir. And giant bats now. We've only got 2 dwarven warriors, and I don't like their chances against this webby sledgehammer. So, it's time for new dwarves, and new dwarves means new bedrooms. We need cannon fodder from Canyon Humor. Not to mention, now with a duchy, we should probably have more than 20 dwarves. So, I've upped our limit to 40, with a couple extra spots open for any dwarven babies that Einod might want to have with Domas. It's been that way for a while though, and no babies yet. This could be due to exasperation on Einod's part, what with her husband spending so much time in deep conversation with his shield. Or maybe it's too cold for the dwarven baby delivery mole. Like the stork, but they're dwarves, do you see? What? Kids watch these. Oh damn, another strange mood. Rimtar Bridged Oracle is a legendary miner and High Master mechanic, so this is probably going to be another mechanisms. Though Idiudan, sorry about the pronunciation, did comment last episode stating they can be one of the best artifacts to get, because the dwarves will interact with them in machines and get happy thoughts, so I'm actually rather excited. Let's give Rimtar a second. And he's created Stigaz Osal, the Rasps of Song. Oh, how wonderful! It's a limestone millstone, and the name just pertains to the sound the stone makes as it works. Grinding cave wheat to allow the fortress to be fed and prosper. It's a very nice artifact in and of itself, too, with an image of a mounted titan in pig iron on it. Very nice work, Rimtar. I think we're going to put it to immediate good use. Down here, to the north of our trade depot, is our boring, ordinary millstone, attached to the line which connects up to our windmills. Removing this entirely, we can replace it with Rimtar's Stigaz Osal and Amost's Cocky Brag from last episode, to create a super milling station that, when used, should hopefully give our dwarves a double dose of happy thoughts. Unless interactions with millstones don't work like with wells, in which case, oh well. And that's going to do it for another episode. So very glad to be drawing beasts again after far too long a break. No more needing to scribble the more mundane creatures, though I'll probably still do that on occasion. There's something about Dwarf Fortress creatures, isn't there? I want to thank you all for watching as usual, but with a little extra oomph, because you truly wonderful few who do take the time to watch seem to be the only people the YouTube algorithm seems capable of discovering for my content. I'm not sure why. I would hope there's a wider audience for what we do here. I mean, I've spoken to some of you and you're not all breadbaskets. But there it is. If you've got any ideas or criticisms, then please don't hesitate to pop them in the comments. The outpouring of love and support is wonderful, of course, but YouTubers, like plants, need fertilizer to grow, so get spraying. Yes. Snodford's height and Gainsborough's hair collection are off limits, though. Anyway, to repeat myself, thank you all for watching. I truly hope you enjoyed yourselves and shall see you again next time. Anu Zeshon, you most wonderful of individuals. Anus
Eshon.
Hello everyone, John here. I just wanted to add something to the end quickly. If you're part of the Discord, then you're already aware that I'm going through a rough patch with my mental health, and this episode was kind of touch and go for a little while. Making videos for this channel is a huge source of joy for me, and I cannot begin to tell you how distraught I was at the prospect of not being able to post. So I want to thank my wife, the most wonderful, beautiful, incredible woman on the planet, for supporting me through hell. I love you more than life.
I'm back, Mr. C.
Ah, brilliant, just in time for lunch.
Here you go.
There's nothing here.
Yeah, there is. A dozen of the finest mouse eggs.
Ah,
Damn, I forgot to paint.